If you've looked through the Outcast fleet, you probably realize most of the boats come with a set of these, oars. If you've never rowed a boat before, stick around. I'll give you a few tips so you can get out on the water. Hi, I'm Phil Rowley and welcome to another Outcast Boats on the Water tip. Today it's all about rowing. Rowing is an efficient way to get yourself around and maneuver on a lake. However, if you've always used swim fins or perhaps never rowed before, I'm going to give you the basics of how to row so you can have a good time out there, get where you need to go, and have a safe and enjoyable experience. So if you've only used swim fins, you're probably saying, well, why do I need to row? I can get around. Well, oars are a much more efficient way to cover long distances of water and get to somewhere fast, whether that's to get to rising fish, or maybe you've got a bad thunderstorm rolling in and you need to get off the water. Having a balance of swim fins for final propulsion and final positioning and the oars to get yourself around makes a great combination on lakes. So rowing a boat is pretty easy. First of all, I'm going to start with my arms extended. They can be slightly bent, hands shoulder width apart. My feet up on the footrest so I don't have my feet dangling down and creating drag. Making sure the paddles are perpendicular to the water and in the water. And I'm simply going to take my hands from this forward position and pull them back to my chest evenly and repeat. Forward and pull. Forward and pull, making sure the oars are in the water, scooping water, and away you go. So turning a boat is easy. First of all, again, we're going to put our feet up on the foot pegs to reduce drag. If I want to spin the boat to the left, I'm going to put the right oar in the water, keep the left oar out, and give it a hard pull, and the boat spins to the left. If I want to spin the bow of the boat to the left, I'm going to pull, and away we go. So again, if I want to go to the right, spin the back of the boat rather to the left, hard right oar, spin the back of the boat to the right, hard left oar. And that's how you turn. Just turn yourself right around, row backwards, bury that oar in this way, get to where you want to go, push forwards if you want. It's easy. And you can even alternate the oars. Just takes a little practice and coordination. Hard right oar to the left, hard left oar to the right, and you're turning. So another tactic we often do on lakes is pushing or rowing forward. And you may wonder why you would want to do that, because you're thinking if you want to go from point A to point B, it's certainly more efficient to pull backwards. And if you come from drifting on rivers and streams, of course, you never want to push forward. But on a lake where you don't have current to deal with and you see fish rising or rolling in front of you, you want to keep your eyes on them the entire time until you can push yourself into casting range. So when you want to creep forward, it's the opposite of rowing backwards. And you will often do this if you see a fish in front of you and you want to keep your eye on them, because if you were to row back into him, of course you'd have to look over your shoulder. And it's simple. So I've got, again, my hands about a shoulder width apart, right close to my chest, the oars angled out, paddles perpendicular, my feet up on the footrests, and I'm just going to push forward like this. And I'm going to reach back to my chest, put the blades in the water, and push forward. Reach forward, put the blades in the water, and push forward. This is an excellent way to approach a feeding fish so you can keep your eye on them and get that cast where it needs to be. Once you've got the basics of rowing backwards, turning, and pushing forwards, one of the fun things you can do is pivot by rowing the oars in opposite directions. Why would you want to pivot? Well, you could be rowing away from an area and all of a sudden see a fish and you want to quickly turn. So you're going to just opposite directions, quickly spin. So I'm pulling on one, pushing on another, and I can pivot around. And then when I get into position, I can either pull forwards or push backwards, right? So pivoting, pull on one, push on another, and just pivot around. Very handy when you want to make quick turns in a short amount of time. So thanks for watching another Outcast video tip. I hope you learned a little bit more on how to row and maneuver a pontoon boat on a lake. We'll see you on the water. Thanks again for choosing Outcast. For more information on this pontoon boat and any other boat in the Outcast fleet, be sure to visit us on the web at outcastboats.com. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.